Welcome back.
Welcome back. We're still playing video games.
Now I have a Lana Del Rey song stuck in my head because we talked about her last episode. Was it last? Yeah, it was last episode.
I'm still not 100% sure who that is.
You've heard her stuff, probably.
Probably not.
Probably. Maybe. Maybe you have.
You don't know.
She's really talented. I like her.
I don't know. I don't, there's only a few genres that are modern that I'm able to get into. I don't want to be like the wrong generation type, but, yeah.
Oh, we're back on this bullshit again?
Yeah. There's more stars to get.
Oh. How many times do you have to go in the lava room?
The lava room.
What else? What would you call it?
The
It's
lava.
a room filled with lava.
The lava.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know.
Place.
Mine was better.
The lava emporium.
The lavatory.
Stupid. Sure feels like lava after Taco Bell. You know what I'm saying?
That's not funny.
Yeah, it is.
So this reminds me...
Males over the age of 40 will laugh at that joke.
Okay, so that makes me think of a conversation I had with my dad once.
Did you have Taco Bell?
No, not that.
And get the lava shits?
No, I'm changing the subject to something we were talking about before.
Oh.
God. No, so, you know, my dad was a lawyer, and one day he, like, came home from work, and he was, like, looked really tired, and he mentioned that he had had a bad day, and he was in the law library all day. So first off, I was like 5 or 6. I thought he said I was in the law library all day.
What?
Yeah. I did not know what he meant. He said it again. He enunciated. And, you know, I'm a little kid. I don't know about lawyer stuff. So
I don't practice law.
I don't practice law.
That sounds like a BoJack gag. Kid lawyer.
Yeah, it really does. So I was like, Daddy, did some big, mean lawyer beat you up and steal your lunch money? Because I'm like 6, like that's what I would imagine a bad day is.
Yeah.
And
Did someone push you down at the playground?
yeah, like both my parents laughed pretty hard at that. I was an adorable little kid. I don't know what happened.
I'm not gonna buy it for a second.
Oh, shut up. You've seen photos of me as a kid, right?
No, I think your mom, like, just never took pictures of you as a child.
She really...
She was, like, completely impartial to you.
No, she did. She did. There's just way more pictures of the first 3.
They didn't give a shit anymore. Nope, we're done.
Being the youngest is weird because it is stuff like that where... Sorry, you're gonna have to edit out my cough. But it is weird because there is stuff like that where you're like, okay, there's no pictures. There's like very few pictures of me. They were like, oh, big deal, you're walking. Fucking the other 3 did that too. I walk upright too. Do you want a medal?
Yeah.
Like, they're over it. But on the other hand, you are the baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I remember, and this was not that long ago. This was probably 15 years ago. So I was like...
How was 15 years? Not a long time ago.
In the grand scheme of life, I mean.
I guess. All right.
Well, What I mean is I wasn't particularly, like, childlike or young. Like, I was in my 20s, my mid-20s.
Okay.
And...
Well, if you're in your
early
your
to
20s,
mid-20s.
that's like...
Early
what,
to mid-20s.
1990?
Shut up. Oh my god, 1990. I was 7. Maybe 6, depending on the month. My mom... So, Drew had to go... My brother Drew had to go fly somewhere. He was taking a plane somewhere. And he had his suit with him, like a good suit. And he didn't want it to get wrinkled on the flyaway bus that goes from the valley to LA. In my family, if you're flying out of LAX, your ass is getting on that fucking bus. Because my parents are not driving all the way to LA.
Hey, my dad does that to me.
Yeah, it's like that shit that
I'll
your
fly
dad
into
does.
Boston and he's like, all right, I'll pick you up at Dover.
Yeah. So, it's called the flyaway
I'm
bus.
retired, but I'm going to make you ride the bus.
Yeah.
I'd have nothing going on.
Yeah.
But I don't want to drive that extra hour.
Right. So, he didn't want to ride the flyaway bus into Van Nuys.
Mm-hmm.
So, he wants me to drive him to the airport. And I've been driving 6, 7, 8 years at that point. And my mom threw a fit. She was like, you can't let your baby sister drive you on those LA freeways. What are you thinking? And it's like, Mom, I'm like 23 or 24 at this point.
Yeah.
Like...
I can understand teens for sure.
Oh, yeah, teenagers
real early. Oh, no.
But I was like heading into my mid-20s.
Yeah.
So it's like... And
like,
then...
slow your roll, Mom.
Yeah. And then, like... I don't know, like, when I was a little kid, you know, I had 2 older brothers. And they would do, like, gross boy things and stuff like that. And my mom, when I was growing up, she'd always be like, don't say that around your sister. She's only 5. Don't say that around your sister. She's only 6.
So that
She's
continued
only
on.
7.
Yeah, that continued on until adulthood.
Yeah, so, like... Last year, you know, Drew made an off-color joke, and it's like, don't say that around your sister. She's only 36.
Even though you probably got the biggest potty mouth out of all your...
I really do.
Yeah.
I have the filthiest mouth of any of my siblings, but I make up for it by
in more ways
having...
than one, because you don't go to the dentist.
That is not true. I have been to the dentist many times in the past year when I had a toothache and finally had to go.
All the times that you said you need to go, just go.
So I would brush and floss and all of that religiously, but I was really scared of the dentist, so I just didn't go.
Yeah.
And then I didn't go, and I didn't want to go because it had been so long since I'd gone. I was like, oh, they're gonna be mad at me. No. Like...
No, all the dentists I've been to, they hassle you so minimally. They're like, well, you know, you need to. But.
Yeah. And what's funny is I wish I had seen this Reddit thread before I went to the dentist and had all that anxiety and, like, shame. Because there was a thread on Reddit, and it was like, dentists of Reddit, what's the worst thing you've ever seen? And, like, who's the worst teeth you've ever seen? And there was a story...
Like meth mouth.
Worse. Just one word. Maggots. Yeah. So, you know.
Frighten my audience.
I'm sorry, audience. To the 3 of you listening to this.
Yeah, the 2. I think
Sorry.
we're only down to 2 now.
Sorry, Sean and Daniel. What? Shout outs to our biggest subscribers.
Yeah.
Loyal
followers.
Followers? Is it followers? I don't know the verbiage.
I don't know. Who cares?
I don't know. What are the cool YouTube people?
Whatever it is, we're not that.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue your gross ass story.
I mean, that was really it. Like, so I was like, man, I wish I'd seen this shit before I went to the dentist and was... Because remember how anxious I was?
Yeah, you're terrified.
And what's funny is, so... The first time that I went back to the dentist, it had been like 17 years since I'd been to the dentist. It was like 2003 or 2004. It had been a minute. So I'm so nervous and I'm so anxious. And you said to me like the morning of, you were like, well, just take a Xanax before you go. And then, you know, like an hour before you go, and then you'll be calm and you won't be freaking out. But they're only going to do a cleaning. So I did that. I took a Xanax. Lo and behold, I did have, my teeth were in decent shape, but I did have 17 small cavities. And I needed a crown. So I go back to get the temporary crown put on. And I took 2 Xanax because that was going to be like they were going to fill half the cavities on one side and put in the crown. So I took the 2 Xanax, and I was very calm the whole time. I was like, this is loud and I don't like these bright lights, but you know what? I'm hanging in there. And it was kind of like when you take a bunch of Dramamine on like a cruise or something, and you're like, oh, well, I haven't gotten seasick yet, so I don't need to take this Dramamine. So I didn't take a Xanax when I went back for them to do the other half of my mouth, because they do like the right side or the left side and then vice versa. Yeah. Because you don't want your whole ass mouth numb at the same time.
Right.
So I went back. Do you remember this? I forgot to take Xanax. Like, I was just like, oh, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I forgot to take it. It's just fine. I'm good. So I'm sitting there in the dentist's chair, and there's like no Xanax. I'm 100% sober. And there's just like tears streaming down my face as she's drilling the fuck out of my teeth and filling all my little cavities. She did an excellent job, by the way. Her name is Dr. Alabi. And
Good job.
Like Star Shine Tooth Smile Dentist. I don't remember the name. I'm sorry. I only remember where it is. And most of you may not live in Houston. But her name is Dr. Alabi. She's really great.
Plus, they all have names like that.
Yeah, they do. They do. It's always like... You know what dentist office I like, though, and I drove past it today, is Cavity Patrol. It just makes me think of, like...
like dentists, like in like a little cartoon squad car.
Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck are you doing with that candy apple, son?
Yeah.
That caramel's gonna rot your teeth.
Don't have that Kit Kat. They're bad for you. And Kit Kat is owned by Nestle.
Wait. Mikey. You get the Kit Kat, you get the bat.
What?
And they just have like a baseball bat? No? Okay.
No.
I tried.
No,
it was funnier in my head.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Last time I went to the dentist, though, I had my 6-month checkup. No cavities.
Well, in such a short time, I should hope not.
You can develop a cavity in 6 months if you're not, like, brushing your teeth the best way. But the best way to brush your teeth, by the way, is an electric toothbrush.
Yeah. You got the Philips Sonic hair.
Yeah, that's what we have. And I'm telling you what, it works really well.
Yeah, Philips, give us money.
I would legitimately endorse that toothbrush. Not that they would want us to, because they're like, you guys have 5 followers.
Yeah.
But,
Get to the millions and we'll talk.
You know what, though? Have you ever accidentally, like the flat side of the, not the bristle side, but the flat side of the electric toothbrush, have you accidentally bumped that into your teeth?
No.
It is very unpleasant, and I do not recommend it.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. Do you remember when you got your wisdom teeth out?
Yeah, only had half of them though.
You were high as a kite.
I still have the other 2.
I had to go and pick you up. Do you need to get the other 2 out?
Not at the moment. They recommend that you
Why
should.
Why didn't they just take them all out at the same time?
Because it costs more. And like the 2 that I had in there, well, one of them was falling apart.
Yeah, one of them was bad and causing pain or something, right?
No, actually, it didn't hurt. A fucking chunk of it broke off.
That sounds painful.
And it didn't hurt at all.
Ugh, was it just floating around in your head?
Yeah, it was like a little piece was like clattering around in there.
That's gross. Could you hear it?
You could feel it.
If you shook your head real hard?
Until the chunk came off. Yeah.
That's gross.
Yeah. So I got that one removed, and then they suggested remove the one underneath it. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, because you want to have, like, I guess, the top one and the bottom one pulled at the same time. Oh. Otherwise, like, the one that's still there might grow still or something. Mm-hmm. So I had those two removed, and I had one other one removed. Because that one was also falling apart. But, surprisingly not bad, because it had been a minute. What year was that I had that done? Like 2015?
2015 or 2016.
14 or 15?
No, it wasn't 2014. We had been together for a minute. So it was probably 15 or 16.
Yeah. But either way, so if it was 15, I hadn't been to the dentist since like 2002 probably.
Yeah.
I had never been in my adult life, so.
I did go in college, there was that. But yeah, honestly, they're not going to judge you. Go to the dentist. If you need to go to the dentist, go to the dentist.
Go.
But
soon.
take a Xanax first.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that, but.
If you have dental anxiety, just get high and then go.
Go before it gets too expensive to go, because the longer you wait, the more it's going to cost to get that crap fixed.
It was $3,000 for me.
Yeah.
It was a lot. When I had my wisdom teeth out, I had them out in my junior year of high school. And it was like the middle of the day on a Thursday, and they just used laughing gas, I think. Mm-hmm. Which is fun, and I wish I had some.
Jesus Christ.
And when I woke up, they just like stuffed the little cotton logs in your mouth. And my mom made me take them out when I got home because she wanted me to rinse my mouth out or something, or eat something. So I'm standing at the sink in our kitchen, and I pull out one of the logs, and it just starts like gushing blood.
Yeah.
It was like all over my shirt. I looked like I was a vampire who just took a bite out of someone and didn't have a napkin. It was the kind of thing you can imagine my mom doing, because it was like, it just made everything so much worse. But
go ahead and hemorrhage all over your room. It's fine.
You gotta eat something. Eat the pudding.
That reminds me of something that one of my first girlfriends. Mm-hmm. Her dad was weird, and her mom, when they were still together before they got divorced. God damn it, I am really bad at this. Like, I got the first one first try, which is not common for me because I'm real bad at timing. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so she's...
Yeah.
Oh, no.
They got divorced.
No, not yet. This is when they were still together. Okay. And, damn it.
I need you to finish your thought.
I have got a couple things going on right now. I don't know if you noticed. Swinging a dragon by his tail. Oh,
sounds like a metaphor.
Gotta be shitting me. Anyway, so she, like you, had a deviated septum. So when she went to the guy, she was like, hey, fix it and then make it pretty while you're at it. So she had the nose job too. Well, they were not quite divorced. They're like, oh no. Mm-hmm. They were talking about it.
Yeah.
That's it for me. But so they were having problems. Mm-hmm. And so she got the thing done, and then later that night, she started to hemorrhage. And the whole time he was like, no, it's fine. It'll be okay. Let's just wait and see what happens.
You told me this story. Yeah.
Yeah. And like later, it came out that he wanted her to die so that she wouldn't divorce him. And I was like, God damn it. I was like, Jesus Christ.
This was,
I was going to... I'm just going to edit that out.
Okay, but I want you to use, like, a really weird sound effect.
Gotcha, bitch.
You know what that reminds me of, though?
What?
Do you remember when my nose was literally hemorrhaging?
Yeah.
Guys, this is the craziest fucking story. So, it wasn't like a new company, but I had just gotten promoted at the job I was at before now. And I was fresh out of training for this new position. My first day. My nose starts bleeding. And it will not stop. So I go home. Or no, I went to the ENT. And they were like, huh. Well...
That's peculiar.
Yeah. And, we're just gonna... Okay, we're gonna put some cotton up there. And it should stop. And if it doesn't stop, go to the hospital. Well... The bleeding was coming from, like, really high in my nasal cavity. And it pushed this little wad of cotton into the back of my throat. And then I started bleeding all over myself in the car on the way home. So I get home, and I'm like, Michael, we need to go to the hospital. And it turned out that, like 2 years before I had had sinus surgery, and there were these like little tiny fishbone stitches that were supposed to flush out naturally over time. And one of them got stuck for 2 years, and it nicked a blood vessel when it finally dislodged. And that's what was causing the bleeding. But my job was so stressful that my blood pressure was crazy. And that's why it wouldn't stop.
It just kept going forever.
It did. For like 5 days. I just had like literally like a nose tampon called a rocket up there. Until they could fit me in for surgery. Cool story.
Cool story. Tell it again.
Actually, them putting that thing up there, it looks like a tampon. It's a long stick of cotton.
I mean, it probably serves roughly the same purpose.
It serves the same purpose. It was bleeding so profusely that they couldn't get the lubricant on there.
The what?
Lubricant to put it in.
Yeah, do you have your nose hole looped up? What the hell is happening right now?
So that it's not painful.
Yeah.
So they take.
So that shit's going way up your nose. So this is like Total Recall shit.
It was. So they take lubricant and some kind of topical numbing agent. But it was bleeding so profusely that the blood would have washed away the painkiller. So they're like, we're just gonna have to shove it in there as is. Were you in the room for that when they did that?
Bite the pillow, we're gonna shove it in.
You might have been on your way home to pick up pajamas for me and stuff, because they checked me in overnight. Because you weren't there when they did that, were you?
No.
Yeah, so it was literally, I haven't had a baby or a kidney stone, so take this with a grain of salt. But them shoving that nose tampon up there was the most painful, traumatic experience of my life. It hurt so much that they gave me fentanyl for the pain. I passed out in like 2 seconds. Like, they put it in the IV, and I was waking up. It was strong.
Yeah, that stuff's pretty potent, alright.
For 2 minutes.
Kill you dead if you take too much.
Yeah, I was like, am I gonna throw up? What's going on? I don't feel great. And then all of a sudden I was just
yeah.
out like a light.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
I can't remember, because I've had a couple injuries and stuff, but I can't really think of, the most painful thing I've ever experienced. Never broken any bones.
So what do the red coins do?
I explained this last episode. Ugh! I'm gonna have to edit out so much of this episode.
I'm sorry. What's that black thing that's floating in the water? It was floating in the water?
What are you talking about? Oh, fuck.
It's probably just a glitch. That thing right there.
It's the shadow.
Oh. It's kind of a nice detail.
Yeah. Motherfucker! It's this fucking camera. Zoom out. It's because he turns as you start to go. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this game was a struggle sometimes with the camera.
Ah. Why did it disappear? Does it disappear periodically?
Yeah, it's timed.
Oh.
You have that little purple switch.
Oh.
And then they appear, and then you have X number of seconds to get your ass up here.
I see. What do people make Jello shots with?
Jello?
Well, what's the alcohol, Michael?
Probably vodka, I guess. I don't know. Never really looked into it. Maybe ramen, too.
I heard Everclear.
That is fucking crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Is Everclear, really...
What?
It's potent,
What?
right?
What?
What?
You're not aware of its fucking...
No.
Is
it like moonshine?
No, well, it's not moonshine, but it's it is very, very... I think probably one of the highest proof grain alcohols commercially available.
So, one shot of Everclear is...
will put you on your ass. Oh, I can't even do this one.
Really?
Yeah. I
It's
think
a
so.
shark!
A shark.
I don't know why I was so dramatic about that. I'm sorry.
Shark's got lifeless eyes, like a doll's eyes.
Was it you who was telling me about Richard Dreyfuss, listening to him tell that story, and he was totally transfixed just because the guy was so talented?
Yeah. Yeah, Robert Shaw was he's a hell of an actor. He died not shortly after Jaws. I think maybe 2 or 3 years afterwards.
Was he a drunk in real life?
Probably. I think he was drunk when he did the monologue.
Yeah, I heard something like that at some point.
I couldn't do that star. There's an item that I need. There's a cap that makes you invisible.
Aw.
And I don't remember where it is. I gotta get the
So is
metal
the
cap
whole
too.
game just one big mansion with rooms?
Yeah. And parts of the castle are unlocked. You have to beat Bowser the first time to unlock the basement. You gotta beat him the second time to unlock the second story.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Castle secrets. Again.
What?
Castle.
What's that? Oh my god, is that you?
Yeah.
You're falling.
Yeah. It's like a big slide.
Oh. Why am I got pixelated?
Because that's the invisible cap.
Oh, you're invisible. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they can still see you, but the invisible cap lets you walk through, gates. Not gates, but,
You gotta back up and... Or you could just flip. Ooh, hit that thing with your head.
It's a big old coconut.
I like it when you call my head my coconut and you knock on my head and then you're like,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, your dumb little coconut head. There's like nothing in it, but like a block of cheese and...
Oh. And puppies. And bunnies.
Whew, good save.
Hit that one.
Yeah, so this is...
Another... Oh, the same
Vanish.
one. Okay.
Then that lets you walk through gates like these.
Nice.
Yoink.
Oh my goodness. The tropical fish are so pretty.
They look like the fish in Ocarina of Time.
Which I now know is Legends of Zelda.
Legends of Zelda? Multiple? There are multiple legends?
Okay, fine. Well.
Although it is kind of absurd how many games there are.
How many are there?
A lot.
Like 70? No,
Not like
Mega Man.
that's yeah, Mega Man's got like 73 fucking games. But that's because they have multiple timelines. You have Mega Man Classic, you have Mega Man X, which is take place in the
TVA
future.
aware of that?
But hey, that's topical. Hey, look, a mirror in a 90s game. There's a lot of games that don't do that now.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, and this is the clue. So like it's a mirror, right? And
Yeah.
there's like reflections of everything.
Right.
Well, look at that wall there. But then also the mirror reflection. That's the clue that this is a painting wall.
Oh.
Snowman's Land.
That's so stupid.
Well, I mean, look. It's the biggest snowman.
Aw. Snowman.
Actually, I'm just going to do this one because it's right here. It's not terribly hard. Easy peasy. I'm gonna get one more star, and then I'm gonna get back in my chair and browse the internet. This was one of my favorite levels when I was a kid.
Okay.
And
Show me.
do you know why?
Mushrooms.
No. This is so stupid, but the ground here reminded me of the tops of cheese pizzas. So, this level always made me think of pizza.
That is really fucking cute, actually. And you're dumb, but that's cute. Jump on the... Why aren't you jumping on the mushrooms?
Because it's treacherous. You know what's underneath the mushrooms? Nothing. You fall down to the abyss.
Okay, but then it spits you back out.
Into death. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter, because if I die now, I'm pretty much wrapping it up anyway.
Oh god. Yeah, come on. I wanted to see you jump, just one time jump on a mushroom. I know you can do it. I mean, I think you can. I don't know.
How about I jump on a spinning log?
Yeah.
And then it's all hard and shit. This is some MXC shit.
Oh god.
Whoop.
Those look like whoppers or bowling balls.
Miss me with that shit.
Punch that cloud in the face.
I don't think you can. I think it just sits there. Oh. Well. Yeah, fuck it. I'll do it. No, because this is a little secret area. It's another little slide. A little slidey slide.
Aw.
Look at all the stars and the moons and stuff. They got happy faces.
Aw.
Look how
Don't
friendly
fall
this
off the
place is.
sides. Oh my god.
Huh.
This looks fun. I think you're a little kid.
It's fun now. Get fucked.
No, I mean to physically go on the slide.
Oh. It'd probably be fun. Well, I don't know about like all the the sharp drop-offs and all that stuff.
Get it.
Yeah!
Ta-da!
Ta-da! I did it.
That's our show.
That's our show. Goodbye.
Be sure to smash that subscribe button.
Smash that follow.
And fondle the like button.
Fondle the like button.
You can put your finger there.
Generously.
That makes me think of a song from Avenue Q. And he's like, you can't put your finger there. Put your finger there.
All the alt girls listened to Avenue Q in the early 2000s.
I did.
Yeah, because you were an alt girl.
I never saw the show, but...
You were like, meh, Joy Division. Meh.
The Internet is for Porn, which is a song from Avenue Q.
Yeah. And a couple other things, but, yeah, it's a lot of porn. Okay, bye.
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 Like and subscribe.